Hello and welcome to Black Bear Atheist. Apparently, according to YouTube, it's been a year since I started this channel. I mean, I know it was March that I started last year, 2024, but I didn't know the exact date. And according to YouTube, this would be the first birthday of Black Bear Atheist. It's been a long way, right? It's been a long time posting 199 videos, having a bunch of views, 546 subscribers. Thank you all for your support, for watching the videos. Some of them are really long, some of them are pretty short. Thank you all for your support and watching all these videos. When I started this channel, I think I just started it as you can call it selfish. I guess you can call it selfish. For selfish reason of trying to get an outlet. It was either this or like having conversation with my family members, which is not gonna go well because I'll just probably like get mad, get annoyed. But this was an outlet to articulate what I'm actually thinking and be able to react to other Christians, to be able to react to Christians and all the ideas of how they can prove that their God exists. I react to some Islam, Muslim videos, but majority it was Christians because I grew up Christian. I wanted to be able to know that what I believe wasn't just, I don't know, stupid, or I'm not making the same mistake I made before. Even though you technically can't say it's my fault, indoctrination did most of the job. But anyways, I didn't want to make the same mistake of falling into something like atheism and later finding out that it's not true. So I took up the challenge of going to the internet and being like, I'm an atheist and I'm gonna react to every Christian video that I can find. I started off with Frank Turek. Then after getting bored of Frank Turek because Frank Turek says the same thing over and over again, I moved on to other known apologetics. And yet, a year after, I am still an atheist. None of these Christians convinced me that my belief in atheism, if you want to call it that, me being an atheist is not wrong. Be having a neutral ground and saying, hey, there's no evidence to conclude that a God exists of any faith, so I am gonna say neutral and be an and be an agnostic atheist. It uh it gets tough sometimes because you're on the internet when it doesn't ever, but it's also fun. It's really fun. Over the last, I guess, 3 months, this is probably is related to why my rate of videos that I post are lower. It's I've been challenged by my brother, like he challenged me about my Christian faith. He said something that was interesting, like why he is also an agnostic atheist or atheist. Why did I hold on to atheism and even went as far as start a channel on it? And like I've said, I guess it's an outlet. But as I did more video, react to more unhinged Christian channels, I noticed it actually would be, it's something more than that. I noticed that there's a correlation, I won't say causation, but a correlation between Christian think and I guess what we see in our world today. Like someone thinking capitalism is a good thing. You could take that as you are. If you do your research, capitalism doesn't seem to be a good system. But, anyways, like someone saying capitalism is a good thing when you show them that people are starving to death in a capitalist society. Or saying Trump is a good president even when we see evidence saying otherwise, or saying God exists when we see there's no evidence of that. There's a gap that's put into logic and theist reasoning. It affects every day of their life. It affects everything. When they hold on to this religion and believe that, oh, this is all true, it puts a hole in how they think. I was a Christian, a fundamentalist Christian, conservative as hell. And once I break down that Christian BS, I was able to actually analyze the things that I believe. That is what I realized, that's why it's important to keep talking about this. Yes, there are probably Christians out there, probably. There are Christians out there who actually are educated enough to not fully be a fundamentalist Christian and have enough common sense and empathy to support the LGBT community and not support genocide and all spectrum of things that people should be able to do when their line of reasoning is just there's no hole in how they think. If you believe in something like God is invincible and all this blah 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 and he's speaking to you personally, then I think it's quite easy for someone to convince you of a lot of things. It's no surprise that we have Trump as president because America is still majoritarily Christians. That's why I still continue the channel. Yes, it's fun, but at the same time, there's a goal behind it. It's fun to look at all these videos and be like, Taylor Alicia is just saying stupid things. Big Nick is an idiot. But like this unhinged Christian channels do have a lot of subscribers. They say things that people apparently think make sense. And then if a Christian listen to this and you're saying, I'm not that bad, I'm not on Big Nick level, believing that the Catholics are worshiping the devil or something. Okay, good for you. That means you actually have educated yourself enough. But there are many Christians that just believe every single shit that they know on faith. The only reason you have a flat earther believing in that the earth is flat when we have evidence, a lot of evidence to say it's not flat, is a sphere, is the whole religion and dig in their line of reasoning. It's been a year making this video, and I just want to have a reflection on the way I started and where I am. I think I started this because it's fun. It's an outlet. I feel like I was more neutral in accepting Christianity, accepting other religion, being like, okay, it's fine. I'm not anti-religion. I just think there's a little bit that you could do to improve, like, I don't know, believe and work through the good teaching of Jesus, like give to the poor, have a community, like a, I don't know, the communism a little in the early Christian church, a little bit of that, like the good teaching in the Bible. You could take that and focus on that and zoom in on that as Christians. But now I still feel like the believing in God itself is a problem, considering you have no evidence for it. And having that be the center of your life, having no evidence for God's existence except for your feelings, is a little bit problematic. So from the past few months, I've been thinking I do want to convince Christians. I do want to convince them that their line of reasoning is false. I do want to convince them that, and maybe you guys think I've already been doing this, but I didn't look at it that way. I do want to convince Taylor Alicia that whatever the fuck she's talking about is nonsense. Big Nick is talking about nonsense. These people are just talking about nonsense. I want to convince people that view Cliff and Stewart videos as really, really good lessons that they're actually saying nonsense. He dances around the question. He makes things seems like he's actually saying something when he's not. Just because you're smart, Council of Trent, doesn't mean you're still not saying BS. You could make up the word and make it sound as professional and as formal as ever, but it doesn't prove the Trinity. It doesn't prove God exists. It doesn't prove anything. Arguments don't prove things. You need evidence. And Christians don't have that. I think I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive in how I do my recording. Maybe it's gonna be the same, maybe it's gonna be different, but mentally I'm gonna have a different mindset. Well, thank you for subscribing, commenting, making this fun. I'm still gonna continue doing what I'm basically be doing. Probably better now, but we shall see. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a lovely one, people. And join the Discord, please. I'm gonna try to set up a notification so I can receive the notification instead of Discord just never letting me know when people text. That's just my two take on Discord. Anyways, have a lovely one, people.